Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. What do I have for you guys this morning? Well, let's start with this. NIO was last trading at $7.40. It ended up flat yesterday. It made a spike and then came back down. The 52-week low is $7 and the 52-week high is $16.18. So in starting this video, I want to do something really fun. I want to give a shout out to a couple of my subscribers that made some incredible comments that basically saying a lot of what I'm seeing and what I've been saying from the beginning in my channel, and basically confirming what I've been saying. And this is why I told you guys when all of the other YouTubers were saying, this is going to be bad. I kept saying minus speed bumps. We're looking at the long-term vision. I hope you guys remember that. And the reason why I said that is because I saw the superior business model that King William Lee had devised to capture the entire market. While they were busy building cheap plastic EVs, we were building battery swap station and superior technologically advanced EVs that even Michelangelo would have been proud of. Now, by doing so, we have completely captured the market to where they have to come to us. We are the new gas stations in China. Now that they are seeing this, and now that they realize that, hey, wait a minute, after 3, 4, 5 years, our customers will never come back because they can't even afford the car anymore because their battery degraded. No one wants to buy their EV. This is basically what's happening. And it has started. But let me start with this. I want to give a shout out to Davy Crockett. Genius comment. He said, I just bought 3,000 more shares. This was yesterday, guys. I can't believe I'm getting in at this amazing price. So the way I see this is pretty much how Mitch has been viewing things. NIO has been artificially suppressed by large institutions and players. And what they're doing, guys, this is my opinion. Let me say this before I continue reading this. They're suppressing it until they pull the rug out of Tesla under Tesla shareholders, and they will be decimated. And they will only do this when NIO has got to the point where everything is set up, when NIO becomes profitable, where everyone has to use NIO battery swap stations and it is a giant. Then they're going to say, they turned things around and now they have captured the entire market. Anyway, let me continue. NIO has been artificially suppressed by the large institutional players in order to accumulate huge amounts of shares at the bottom of very nearly bottom support level. They can do this easily by playing up on the fears people have about various concerns, right? Like the Taiwan. China might attack Taiwan. The Chinese economy is slowing down. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. They do this. So the fears people have about various concerns in the media, the bashing of NIO by paid analysts, and I told you guys about that guy Tatavosian or whatever the freak his name is. And general herd mentality. I love this guy, man. Sheeps without critical thinking that stay poor and die poor all the time because this game is played and they never understand the game. Anyway, of the retail investor to sell just before companies like NIO explode upwards. But you have to remember, this is a very short-term fear-based suppression, and the word is starting to get out about NIO. Like I spoke about when King William Lee drove the ET7 about NIO Day, broadcasters all over China, showing them that we don't only have battery swap stations, we have more charging stations than any other EV company, and even Tesla owners are using our charging stations. Reverse. So to get out about NIO, once the momentum is allowed by the institutions to reverse, notice the word you use, allowed, and that's true. You are going to see a pretty steady march back upwards well north of 20 by year's end, helped in no small part by an almost certain short squeeze. NIO investors' diamond hands are going to win the battle. Then I also want to talk about something. Hertz planned to sell a third of U.S. electric vehicles fleet, Tesla vehicles, and reinvest in gasoline-powered cars due to weak demand and high repair costs for its batteries. I hope you guys remember I was one of the first, if not the only first YouTuber or only YouTuber to said that the only way it will make sense for Uber drivers, I was the one who said it, is that when NIO comes here, now that we have the sub-brand, boom, and the Uber driver doesn't have to wait to charge 15 minutes while the passenger is in the backseat running late for a meeting in New York City from Philadelphia. This is the only way that will make sense of battery as a service. Now, this other person said this. Thought you might like to know that Bloomberg announced today that Hertz Car Rental, yes, he said, because of high maintenance costs related to the battery, they plan to replace them with gas vehicles. I think they said the EVs would be let go for $16,000. I saw that, and with the tax breaks, you get it for like $12,000, and still no one wants it. But anyway, I immediately thought of your comments predicting this. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my brother. This was from Ron Weaver. And just one more comment. Miro Sahev. Congrats, Mitch. Huge announcement again. I guess there will be many days this year when you will be wearing a hat. I was hoping that there is a partnership with Chery. He was hoping that there was a partnership with Chery. After I watched a review of one of their SUVs on YouTube 2 weeks ago, the number of sales of Chery and JAC is huge. And when it is combined with Geely and Chang'an, the big established auto producers are pretty much covered. No need to worry about reaching profitability on swap stations anymore. That fear is gone. Remember, I said we should only fear fear itself. The amount of vehicles using swap stations in case of retrofitting with swappable batteries for cars sold by these brands in 2023 will be multiplied by 10 times. In case of future sales, it will be a gradual increase depending on their sales this year. Cost for the upcoming 1,000 swap stations will be split among all partners, achieving economies of scale. Next step, reaching profitability on the vehicles by introducing the sub-brands. Drop mic moment. Now, guys, remember, a lot of people were talking about, how are we going to afford this? We're burning cash. And I said that there are going to be partnerships, but more so also, I'm the only YouTuber still saying this, that we're going to dominate the landscape and that there are going to be mergers, not just partnership. Watch, money-making Mitch is going to be right again. And like this guy said, when they are allowed to remove the rhetoric and this thing skyrockets, we are on board. Boom, boom, boom. Now, another one of my subscribers, this is the last one, William Smith 8063. Big shout out to this guy. He said there must be great potential revenue through insurance, which should be much less cost for the public than competitors because of swappable batteries. Well said, my brother. And I want to just also touch on something. Now, we see what's happening with Hertz here in America, where they're now getting rid of the Teslas, Model 3s. And because, again, battery, I said it, money-making Mitch said it. Tesla today lowered the prices of all two versions of the Model 3 by nearly 6% and two of the three versions of the Model Y by nearly 3%. Now, Geely and so is coming out, they just came out with $21,000 EVs. It wasn't announced yet, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say they're battery swappable. They're going to be using our battery swap stations that William Lee is staying quite tight-lipped about. So it's going to be less than 21 grand. I told you guys this was coming. What's going to happen to the Model 3? You guys say, oh, I'm bashing. I'm not bashing. I'm just using common sense. I did not go to school for finance. All you have to use is common sense, and you're going to make a lot of money in the stock market. Tesla has lowered the price of nearly its entire Model 3 and Model Y lineup in China, setting the stage for increased competition that was already red hot. I'm not going to go through the whole article. You guys can look this up on CNEV Post. But I said these things were coming, guys. Now let me make another prediction. Do you guys, my age, will remember the Flintstones, the cartoon where they would move the car with their feet? That's what a lot of them will have to do if they don't adopt the battery as a service, with Wilma in the back, help pushing, and Dino pulling. That's what's going to happen to them if they don't adopt battery as a service. Now listen to this. Remember we spoke about Gotion and the partnership and how dynamic and big it is? How big is Gotion, and why did King William Lee chose them as one of our partners? We only choose the best of the best. This is an elite club, my dear friends, and only the elite is allowed to join. They are in Silicon Valley, like I said before, and we are in Silicon Valley. They're rolling out batteries already in Silicon Valley. They are in Thailand. They are in Germany. They will build a $2 billion plant in Illinois this year. So for all those who are saying, America will never allow these Chinese companies to come here, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You know not of what you speak, boy. For 25, this same company, Gotion, invested 25% in an Inobat, a company in Norway. Who also have a presence in Norway, guys? Us. That's who. Us. This year, they mass-produce a battery that goes 1,000 kilometers without the use of expensive ternary materials. It's lithium-ion, but it's cheaper. It still is probably volatile compared to our semi-solid-state battery, but it shows the technological advancement of this company. They reach a deal with Edison Power to tap Japan's energy storage market. Who, guys? No, I did not say China. I said Japan. They reached a deal exploring business 40 gigawatt overseas facility with Euro battery maker Inobat. Built a factory in Thailand, got a lithium mining rights. Listen to this part. This is a yummy part. Got a lithium mining rights for the next 5 years with a scale of 3 million tons in China. You heard that right. They began a battery plant in Vietnam. They plan on buying back shares. So, my dear neo-lions and lionesses, I hope you guys understand now fully. Like this subscriber of mine, Davy Crockett, rightfully said, they are suppressing the price until they are ready to let it go, and then they pull the rug out from Tesla because Tesla stopped innovating, you see. They were more concerned in putting out cheap EVs and going to Mars. Our boy, King William Lee, was more concerned in research and development and spending $1 billion plus every year to stay ahead of the game. This is an EV company. This is a computer. This is what you have to do. You have to keep innovating. So, now I hope you guys have confidence and see the big picture of what we're doing to capture the entire market. And they all have to bend the knee to King William Lee. If you guys agree with me, don't forget to hit that thumbs up so YouTube populate this to more people. Please don't forget to share this on your social media, TikTok, Facebook, what have you, Instagram. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we have that warrior mindset where we get rich or we die trying, guys.